I don't see her. I see shorty pants. I see shorty pants. I see shorty pants. I don't see boobs. Shit. It's cold as a motherfucker out here, man. This gonna be a short live, man. Feel me? What's up, man? Whew. It is cold out here. It's freezing. Yeah, it's gonna be a short live, man. Short live. You know my frustration in dating, man. What frustrates me, man, is that I never attract the woman with the big behind, man. That's my frustration. That's my frustration. You know. Let's see. So with it. You remember from Facing the LMS video? Yeah, my frustration is I don't attract a woman that has a nice big behind. I always get the women with the titties and stuff, man. You hear what I'm saying? You know. I never, it's like, man, the ones I really like, the ones with the big behinds and stuff, I never attract them. It's always the women with the big titties, and they lacking in the booty and stuff. Like boobs, I ain't gonna lie, bro, she lacking in the butt. Don't get me wrong, I'll smash it, but that's not my first choice type of woman, bro. It seems like the thicker ones and stuff like that, they're more desired. The ones with the fat, the ones with the fat booty and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Those are the ones that are more desired than the women with the big titties. Cause you can have all the titties in the world, but if you ain't got no ass, man, that's called lacking. You're lacking booty. Cause my favorite part is the buttocks. You feel me? You know. I like a female with a lot of booty, and I don't seem to nowadays. I don't attract those type of women. Don't get me wrong. Boobs is cool, man. She's nice to look at in the face. You know. You know. Yeah, I know. You gotta settle for what you can get, right? You know. It's called settling when you can't get the ones you want. You know what I mean? She don't have to be, look, she don't have to be very pretty in the face, but at least have a booty on her, you know what I'm saying? Like a nice fat ass. It's like, yeah, it's hard to get those. It's easier to get the women with the big boobs because they're less desirable. I don't care what nobody says, bro. The what's below the waist is more desirable. The thighs and the buttocks, the hourglass shape is more desirable than the titties. I'm not really a titty man, but I'll suck on some titties. don't get me wrong. But what frustrates me is like I cannot lock down the women with the big booties and stuff. And I had that going on in my 20s too. You know. In my 20s, I was having a hard time getting the ones with the nice big behind and keeping them. You feel what I'm saying? Like Gwen, she had a nice big behind, and she had titties too. She had both of them, and shoot, that slipped through my fingers like butter. And then I had a girlfriend. Her name was Dolores. She had both. She had ass and titties. I dated her for like a year, and we broke up. Right after that, and it's like the ones with the nice big behinds, I have a hard time keeping, or I have a hard time attracting, even if they're older. She could be 50. If she got a big old butt, it's gonna be hard for me to pull that. Like this one female over here at the diner, you know, it's gonna be hard for me to right here at the diner. She's like 50, and she has a nice big rump, and I have I won't be able to pull that because other dudes are after it too, man. When she got a nice big behind, that's like advertising to the whole entire world. You know? Especially when she's always wearing tight jeans and stuff all the time, that's advertisement. So dudes are always gonna shoot their shot at that. You know, she got big titties, she can hide those, and it's not that appealing. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not a titty man, I'm an ass man. She could be flat chested, man, as long as she got that big behind. And what's frustrating me is I never seem to attract these type of women. I always attract the ones with the small behinds or the flat behinds. Oh, those are easy. The women with the flat behinds, that's easy. You know, especially if she got no breasts either. You know, the ones with the flat behinds, those are the easiest ones to get. You feel what I'm saying? You know. You feel me? But I be checking for the ones with a nice big behind. Now, Thickums, she's sub 5 in the face, you know, but she has a nice hourglass Coke bottle thick frame. Okay, she has that. Yeah, but she's already taken. You feel me? Somebody already putting a ring on that and everything. So the thick ones with the hourglass shape, those get taken up really quickly. You know, you just got to be the best choice. You know what I'm saying? And because other dudes are after it, bro. Like, there's tons of men out here just after the ones that you want. The thick ones with the big butt, those are the ones you really want, and those are the hardest to get. I can get the women with the flat booties, bro. Those are nothing, bro. Cause they're not that desirable. Hey, a woman with no curves, it's not as desirable. I mean, it's not as desirable as the ones with curves. You know, the ones with the thick butt behind and shit. Yeah, the ones with the thick behind. A lot of dudes gonna be hitting on that, man. It's gonna be hard to keep them. You feel what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard to attract her. It's gonna be hard to keep her. Unless you're the best option, you know what I'm saying? That's why I say work on yourself, build yourself, so you could be her best option. You know what I'm saying? See, by me chasing after the bag, you know, I'll be the first choice once I obtain the bag, right? So that way, I'll weed out my competition. You feel me? I'll weed out my competition, and I'll destroy my competition, you know, just by having the bag. That's why I say, fellas, the most important you can have in your life right now is the bag. That's going to weed out a lot of your competition. You know what I'm saying? And believe me, bro, this is a competition. Whether you believe it or not, whether you like it or not, it is a competition. You feel what I'm saying? It is competition for the coochie. And just by you having a bag, that'll weed out a lot of your competition. Your competition will be like, damn, why she ghost me? Well, she found the motherfucker with the bag, man. He got the bag. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you come along with the bag, all of her orbiters, and they'll get put to the side, man. The key is to be better than her orbiters. You feel what I'm saying? You know, be better than the orbiters that surround her. Because when you meet her, she gonna have orbiters. And be like, aha, nigga, I got the bag. I spent years chasing this shit, and I'm better than you now, man. It's my girl now. Like, I got the bag. All you orbiters gotta go. See ya. And you wonder why she ghosted you? Because I'm the best dude. I'm the best candidate. That's what I say, man. That's why it's so hard. You guys gotta like work on yourself. Self-improve, get money, and lots of it. You know what I'm saying? Spend time competing, you know, spend time chasing the bag. You feel me? And you'll beat out a lot of your competition. You know, that's why it's so competitive. But guess what? You build yourself, you get the bag throughout years of chasing, or whatever, months, years, or whatever. And when you go back into dating, you meet a fine, thick bitch that you've been frustrated to get for like a long time. You get that type of woman. When you meet her, you're gonna be her best option because you spent time building yourself and, you know, weeding out your competition. You know what I'm saying? When you step up, aha, I'm the best option. And what you do, like, you gotta go. Oh, you're gonna tell her all her orbiters, you gotta go, you gotta go, you gotta go, you gotta go, you gotta go. I'm the man with the money, you know what I'm saying? See, that's what happened to me with Thai Girl, man. That guy, that Sub 5 guy, that came along and took Thai Girl, he was the best option because he had his money together. You know what I'm saying? So it beat the orbiters, man. You know, all the orbiters that he was dealing with got weeded out because he got his money together. So I had to go. Who else was orbiter had to go too. Because every woman out here in this matrix got orbiters, bro. That's why it's so hard. When I went to a club over there in downtown San Jose, I went to a club and I'm dancing with some chick. We feeling each other. You know, she thick, she cute, she's around my height, right? At the time, I was really in shape. I was at a good body fat percentage. You feel me? And then she was telling me that there was some guy outside stalking her and shit and waiting for her to come out. And I'm like, God damn, man. Every time I meet a female, there's orbiters. You feel what I'm saying? You know, every time I meet a female, orbiters, always orbiters. So I said, you know what? I'm going to take time out. I'm going to get this bag. And when I go back into dating, I'm not going to have that frustration no more, man, of coming into the dating scene, meet a chick that I like, and she got orbiters everywhere. You know, she got somebody else trying to get to her too. You know what I'm saying? Just like, okay, time out, build yourself, get your money together, and then go back to dating again. So that way, you will be her best option when you step up on the scene. Because not too many motherfuckers got like millions in the bank. You feel what I'm saying? When I go back to the dating scene, I'm gonna have millions in the bank, and I'm gonna pull up, and I'm gonna pull up in that Porsche or that Audi R8, shit, even a Lambo, and all the orbiters that she got, gone. I beat my competition just by staying focused on my goals, staying focused on that bag. You feel me? But I gotta go, man. It is cold out here. This is gonna be a short live. I'm just sharing my frustrations in dating. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, the booty is most important to me on a female, and her face don't have to be super beautiful. She just gotta have that nice curvy shape. You feel what I'm saying? From the waist below, you know, but below the waist, you know, it's got to be there. And I seem to attract women with big titties and no butt. You know what I'm saying? Or really short, which is not my preference. I prefer taller. But I mean, at the same time, yeah, you can't complain. You know, at least you're getting something, right? But these are the women you got to settle for. It's called settling. When you can't get the woman with the curvy, thick behind, you know what I'm saying? That you can't get the woman with the fat ass, you got to go with the one with the fat titties. And that's not your preference either. Like my last girlfriend, bro, she wasn't my preference. She had no curves below the waist whatsoever. That's probably the reason why we stayed together for so long, because she was less desirable in a lot of men's eyes. All she had was some breasts and good skin tone, and she had a cute face. She was around a 6 in the face. Okay, just like boobs. She's lacking below the waist, but she has a nice face. She has boobs. Okay, we call her boobs. You know what I'm saying? She shaped like my ex-girlfriend, so I can see why she's attracted to me. Boobs, right? She shaped like my ex-girlfriend. She's lacking in the booty. Matter of fact, she got more booty than my ex-girlfriend. Boobs got a little bit more booty back there. You know what I'm saying? But every man has a preference, but because it's so goddamn competitive, you can't even really have standards or a preference and shit. You got to go for what you can get and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, whatever you can get, you got to settle for it. You feel me? You know. And that's frustrating to me, man. You know, that's real frustrating to me, because I like a certain type of woman with a certain type of booty. You feel what I'm saying? You know. So that's how I said, get the money together, man, and it won't be no issue. It won't be no problem. Like, I go back into dating, I weed out all you motherfuckers. All my competition get destroyed. You know what I'm saying? I pull up, all the orbiters got to go. I got the bag, all your orbiters, whoever you talking to on the side, they got to go. I want that type of control, man. You know what I'm saying? You guys have a good day, man. I got to go in here and get a coffee, bro. I'm not going to eat nothing solid, though, until 2. But I need a cappuccino, man. You guys have a good day. You guys stay warm. It's cold right now. All right, peace. I'm out.